Welcome to the Getting Sober podcast, back after a great Labor Day weekend. The weather held off here in Chicago, so I made some good slices of cheese ubering around this city. What did you do on this glorious holiday, this one day a year that they give the workers their due? This one day a year that people that work for the 1%, they get their recognition. All right, I'm not going to go all liberal on you. What'd you do? Did you get drunk at a neighbor's barbecue while you hit on your neighbor's wife while your wife was in the kitchen chopping up some onions with the lady from down the block? I don't know. Labor Day was fun. It's an extra day. I got my room rearranged. I finally got it set up how I want. Not finally, just kind of I just really needed a fresh look on life. I rearranged my furniture and now I'm a new woman. Ah, shit, that's my goddamn phone. Give me a second. I'm a new woman. Got a new desk, my TV's in a different corner, and I am refreshed. That's some shit that like somebody from high school that you don't want to talk to or like a 70-year-old woman would share on Facebook. A little picture. It's in cursive. There's like a stock photo of a lady standing on a mountain with her arms out. Sun rising behind her. Why am I coming out swinging? There's no point in this. Am I coming out swinging? A lot happened this week. I got lots to talk about, so stay tuned. We're going to start with politics, so let's piss everybody off. Political polls are bullshit. I don't understand how people keep thinking or listening to polls and have that form their opinion. Don't listen to fucking polls. The right's gonna say their guys are gonna win. The left's gonna say that somebody that's not winning is winning just so Bernie can't win. Yeah, that's right. I'm talking to old Grandpa Joe or whatever the fuck his name is. He don't even know what his goddamn name is. That guy is a joke. Every time I see stuff posted, Joe's leading in the polls. Joe's leading in the polls. Who the fuck likes Joe Biden? Nobody does. He's an idiot. Over the last 3 months of his campaign, he's fucked up in almost every single one of his speeches. That man is senile. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but that is not the guy. And I don't think anybody believes he's the guy. I bet in my video of the week, I'm going to see if I can find one, but it's going to be a compilation of Joe Biden fucking up. Fucking joke. I watched the Dave Chappelle stand-up, and that motherfucker is still the king. Absolute king of stand-up, and I mean, he baited you all the way from the title, Sticks and Stones. You were baited. And everybody drew the bait. You know what? I used to really love Vice News. Back when they were news. Back when they would do actual go out and get stories and teach you something about something that's not normally covered. Like there was a really cool documentary about they went overseas and they went to some big big war sale where it's literally just world leaders going and like, oh, you want to buy this tank? And that was really cool. I shouldn't even say that. I don't want to give them any clicks. I don't want to drive any traffic to them. Fuck them. Because I guess I'm doing what they're doing, but mine is for a reason. Yours is because you're offended little bitch. They posted an article saying, don't watch the Chappelle special. Trust me, you don't need to watch the Chappelle special. Because you were offended, other people are not allowed to laugh. That special is hilarious. One of his bests. I still think Killing Him Softly is quite possibly one of the greatest hours ever. But he is, it's Dave. It's Dave. He's back, and he tells, I don't even know. Just go watch a special and make a judgment for yourself instead of having clickbait people try and tell you what to do. Sick of fucking clickbait. Let's talk about some video games here, what I've been playing recently. When I didn't have my desk in the room, it was actually getting pretty fucking difficult because I was playing with it was just my PC was in the middle of my room with my monitor on top of it, and I was using a cardboard box lid as my desk on my lap. And I'll tell you what, sometimes you just kind of slip into this, like, I'm in a horrible situation, but I'm playing better than if I had a real desk. Getting 4 golds. How the fuck you get gold healing as Reinhardt? You take away your desk! On the same topic of video games, though, I finally found something that I don't like about Red Dead Redemption 2. Which the library is on my ass about returning. I'm about a week late. Some little kid is real pissed off at me for not returning that. He probably... His mom forces his mom to drive him to the library every day. It's gonna be there, Mom! It's gonna be there! No. Because an irresponsible adult is not returning it until he is finished. What am I gonna do? Pay a $10 late fee or go spend $60 on the game? Why not just pay the $10 late fee? Not that bad, $1 a day. I'll get it done. But, so there's like a cinematic mode, like all Rockstar games, but with this one, if you're on a trail or you set a waypoint, and you could just hold down X, and you could, you'll follow the trail. But the thing is the AI on it doesn't work all the time. If you're not paying attention, occasionally you'll just ram right into fucking horse carriage and just fly over. Your horse will go flying. And then if you're with somebody, they'll just laugh and be like, oh, can't wait to tell everybody about that one. Motherfucker, Superman got paralyzed by falling off of a horse. That's what you're going to say to me? I'm mad at a fake NPC not being showing remorse of me falling off a horse. But the other one that I absolutely loved or hated, but cracked me up. I don't know. I'm everywhere. I'm scatterbrained today. I had a whole 3 days off, so I got to get back into the swing of things. The other one that pisses me off is I was on a mission, following with somebody. And if you don't know where you're going, you just ride alongside them and, they take you where you're going. This motherfucker stops. I keep going and I get ran over by a fucking train. Had to do the whole checkpoint again. Hey, Rockstar, I know you guys tune in weekly. Do me a favor. Get on that. Toss a little patch through. Slide the patch through so I don't get run over by trains and have to redo a 30-second checkpoint. I'm busy. I got things to do. I don't have time to keep replaying missions because of your errors. The other thing about that is I was at my buddy Anthony's house, and we tried loading up the online and classic Rockstar online games. I think we sat there for close to 45 minutes waiting for it to load, and it never loaded in. Granted, this was on Sunday evening, so my theory is every little fucking kid doesn't have school tomorrow, and every adult that never gets the chance to play doesn't have work tomorrow. So those servers had to be fucking just, ridiculous. Ridiculous. What did I say here? Oh, bladder updates for longtime listeners of the podcast. If you go back to, I believe, either my first or second podcast, I discussed that they are doing some work on the pond by my parking lot in my house. And it was supposed to be 35 days or something. That was about 3 months ago. And not only is there one giant bladder, but now there are 3 giant bladders surrounding this lake. And I want you to picture this bladder. Do you remember the snake in I don't know if it was a snake, if it was a worm, whatever the fuck it was, but it was going all around Bikini Bottom and SpongeBob, and it ate up everything. That's what these bladders look like, except they're leaking water like crazy, and they smell like shit. Oh, some poor soul. I saw him out there. He had to go up and, break up whatever sludge was in the thing so the water would keep slipping out. And he's just walking up to it with a hammer, just smacking it, and all this shit water and parasites and all this fucking just disease. No mask, nothing. Hitting all over his body. Fucking disgusting. So yeah, that's what I deal with. These are the minor problems that I have in my life. But before we go anywhere, let's talk about the most important things that piss me off in life. I got my fantasy football draft results, and I'll tell you what, this is the first time ever. I don't realize how this happened, but I'm in 5 leagues. 3 of them are annuals, 2 of them are, hey, do you want to jump in this league? And I was like, you know what, yeah. Normally I just do 3, and I lose all 3. But I somehow managed to get my teams pretty fucking similar in about 3 of the 5. I got Watson as my quarterback, I got Michael Thomas as my lead receiver, and I got, who the fuck is that guy in Los Angeles? Is it Keenan Allen? I gotta look this up. Because if I'm wrong, you guys will be like, he's not fucking good. Give me a second. Okay, fantasy. Okay, yeah, Keenan Allen. What the fuck is this? I was logged in and then it just logged me out. I gotta log back in. Yeah, you better remember my shit. Alright, cool. Yeah, this is a pretty rock solid team. Michael Thomas, Keenan Allen, Kenyon Drake so he could drop a ball at the goal line. Jaguars D if they could fucking pick it up this year, but I don't know. That was just kind of a panic pick. My boy, though, I'm telling you now. Listen to me. This is now the fantasy expert who hasn't won in 10 years advice line. Come to me with your questions, and I will give you answers. And my number 1, I'm telling you right now, LaShawn McCoy, good old Shady. He's gone. He's in Kansas City now. You know what? Frank Gore is going to be the comeback player of the year. He had a pretty damn good year last year. He only scored 1 touchdown, but there's something about Frank Gore, man. He is inevitable. He's just like fucking Thanos. That motherfucker has been consistent for... How long has his career been? I think I've talked about Frank Gore on this podcast before, and I drafted in my Gore jersey. I gotta say that. It was for good luck. My 49er Gore jersey. I have this weird... Well, I'm just weird. I don't like wearing jerseys of players that aren't on that team that are still in the league. If that makes sense. You know, he's in Buffalo, but you know what? I was like, he's my boy, and I need his juju. 2005, this motherfucker has been in the league. How many? He's got nearly 15,000 yards, 77 touchdowns. Look at this. There's been no season where this man's been out with an injury. Or at least one that's kept him out long. He hasn't played 1 year. 2010, he played 11 games. That's the lowest. Every other season, he's played at least 14 games. Most of them 15 and 16. He played all of them. That's insane. For a running back in the NFL, I think People, how is it even still a debate anymore? People go, is Frank Gore a Hall of Famer? What do you mean he's a Hall of Famer? He's got 15,000 yards. That's more than OJ. Is it? I thought OJ was around. OJ Simpson rushing yards. OJ's got 11,000 yards and 61 touchdowns. Two murders on his case. Frank Gore's got 15,077 touchdowns and a spotless record. And he went to the University of Miami. That's tough to do. I'm going to get shit for saying that, but fuck him. Speaking of college football, let's talk Northwestern. This will be it, and I'll wrap it up for this week, but was I right? I don't know. I don't know what I predicted last week, but in my mind, I knew the Cats would shit the bed. Why is it always we pull this shit? The head coach, I'm going to call him that, Fitzgerald, he plays these mind games. Oh, well, I'll tell you what, you're going to know who our starting quarterback is the first day. Well, or the game one. You'll see when the snap goes off. And then they do the same bullshit that they did years ago with Kane Coulter and Trevor Siemian. Except there it worked. Kind of. They didn't win anything. So sick of, we won this bowl. Yeah, you won the fucking HP computer kidney bowl. That doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean, though. There's too many bowl games. Just because you won a bowl game doesn't mean you've done shit. But we got these two quarterbacks. Trent Green's kid, I don't know what the fuck his name is, but he, now he's injured. And he's got this Hunter Thomas. Hunter Thomas sounds like somebody that transferred from Clemson. What the fuck was that? I think at the half he was 4 for 14. It's embarrassing. This happens every year. We knock ourselves out of contention for anything important. Oh, and they keep saying, Big Ten, you'll go get your tickets for the Big Ten West champions. Nobody gives a shit if you are a champion of half of a league. You go and play Ohio State and they steamroll you. It's like, why every year commit to spending 3 hours on a Saturday to watch a team that's going to disappoint you? It's like feeling like the Cubs before they won it all. Except with them, I don't know, it's different. I don't know. What the fuck do I contribute to this world? Not much, but the Cats are 0-1. Pretty sure Notre Dame lost too, so at least that makes me happy. I fucking hate Notre Dame. That's the kind of cynical person I am. Nope, they kicked the shit out of them, 35-7. And can we stop letting teams schedule themselves? So Alabama can just, here's $100,000. Come let us beat the shit out of you. Can we stop that? Can conferences actually sit down and go, okay, this person needs to play this, but I just don't get it. What the fuck am I so angry about? It was a beautiful Labor Day weekend. Yeah, basically. That's going to be the podcast for this week. Yeah. If you have any topics you want me to cover next week or anything like that, just drop a comment below. And please, I love you guys. For everybody that's followed the Instagram at Getting Sober Podcast, the Twitter is at Getting Sober Pod, and then on Facebook you can just search Getting Sober Podcast, and it should be one of the first ones that comes up. So I seriously love everybody that has shared and has tuned in every week. This thing is just getting started. The ball is rolling, and yeah, more next week. And listen to the outro created by the one and only TJ Hooks over at Haven Team Studio.